You are now looking at assessment results. So this is a series of questions that we use during our entrance assessment at the beginning of our training. So with a group, just recently we have tested the recruiters, and as you can see, there is space for improvement. It always is, right? For people who have never worked in IT, these programming languages and frameworks and IT terminology could be overwhelming. So I also don't recall all the frameworks. So while I was waiting for pizza, which is now here, I was going through these results. So as you can see, this IT recruiter scored 52%. Probably you can see it here, and I will just highlight a few questions. So for example, the question here, please list 3 JavaScript frameworks. So the person responded Angular, Express, Vue, and React, which is correct. This is great. Some other questions, for example, include what are some of the most popular content management systems. You can see the question right here with correct answers: WordPress, Joomla, and Drupal. So these are some of the key terms, some of the acronyms, some of the languages and frameworks that IT recruiters should know in the middle of the night, because otherwise, how can you read a job description? How can you read a CV of a candidate? How can you have meaningful discussion with hiring managers, right? So if you or your team members would like me to just look at some of the best practices, some of the processes within your team, if you'd like me to organize a session with your team members, then please let me know, and I can certainly include such assessment also for your team members. It's fun, we don't score it to punish anyone. It's always to see the gaps, and then during the training we fill the gaps. So this is it, and as you can see, this is another example of the IT recruiter scored 48%. So yeah, there is usually substantial space for improvement, but as soon as you lay down strong foundation, as soon as you know the programming languages and frameworks that these IT professionals use, recruitment is so much easier, right? Because you can just talk to them with confidence. You know what they talk about. You can ask great questions. You can read job descriptions. You can analyze and see what's sometimes written in between or between the lines. So that's why it's important to focus on this foundation. And this is just a few questions. What's the difference between Scrum and Kanban? What are some of the trending frameworks and languages, etc., etc. All right, so I'll wrap it up here because the pizza is waiting for me. So I wish you guys a wonderful day, and we'll keep in touch.